Alright, we should be live. Just going to put out the social posts and make sure the stream is up and running healthily.
Okay. So I'm just going to kind of talk randomly here, ramble a little bit. Yeah, so the thing about the sea is, yeah.
The thing about the sea is, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing you have to see about the sea is...
See, even I wasn't going to go that far.
That's why I'm here. I'm here to do what others won't. I'll go that far for you. BluePopStream.
It's a service. It's a service.
It really is a public service.
I would have played the drum sound, but I can't access the sound now.
I just played the Reading Rainbow sound.
As you opened the titular Blue Pop.
Yeah. Another fun thing I just added to... You guys won't hear it, but on the stream I added, job's done. Job's done.
Nice.
Job's done.
Nice. I don't think we need a tangent counter this time around, but you know.
Never say never.
You never know.
Actually, I think I do need to send Itchy an NPC.
Oh boy.
After what Marcus just asked.
Okay.
There he is. Okay. Hello, everyone.
Understandable.
Yep.
Makes
Hello,
perfect sense.
everyone. Welcome to Scourge of the Dragon Sea. We are all endeavoring to have a more focused stream than last week.
And a much less problematic technically.
That is also a strong desire as well.
I believe what happened last week was I had replay buffer turned on OBS, and that's what was causing it to crash, because it sure as fuck didn't work on my last computer.
All right, so now that we're all here and ready, who wants to give us a synopsis of last week, which will be a lot easier because we're now taking putting in a synopsis of this session in our Discord chat.
Which I'm glad about. I lost track of everything after we started talking about taking over the island.
I would love to see. I would love to hear what a recap sounds like from the person who was not here last week.
Oh no.
It kind of sounds like there was a lot of talking and a lot of exposition, and then choices have to be made today, and that's it.
You're correct.
You slept a lot.
I
slept a whole bunch.
Exposition, sure, but stuff we didn't necessarily need explained.
Yeah, we learned about the rulers of the 9 layers of hell for some reason.
And what the abyss is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should point out that was not in character.
No. That was just a like out of character tangent.
It'd be a lot cooler if it was.
The episode for the
God,
record.
now the whole campaign's gonna fucking pivot. We're gonna go fighting devils.
No, but I would
I
love
see
if there...
that. I see it.
I mean, devils do plane hop a bit, so. Anyway, so learned a whole bunch last week. What did you learn?
We have a couple of different. Well, someone else can take it. I already have inspiration.
The portal's one way. We are potentially going to get killed or arrested or something if the council decides they don't like what we did.
Oh, we know who's on the council now.
Yeah, we know who's on the council now. One of which is a friend. At least a friend of mine. I don't know if he'll like the rest of you. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, dang, here I was thinking you were talking about Danny.
Oh.
I mean, is she not gunning for that spot as well?
They're on the council, both of them are, but...
Yeah.
There's some council members here. There's more on the way.
and we have to decide whether or not we want to be here when they all assemble.
Oh, and the portal's a one-way portal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone within the party mentioned that mentioned the idea of potentially putting a bid in for one of you to become the new Pirate King.
Which then also begs the question of who specifically.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what I said.
I'm putting my vote in for Barry's mom.
Okay, well that means we have to go rescue her.
No, that's actually
It's a small problem.
that's actually Gigabrain, because then we solve both problems at once. We elect Barry's mom to be the replacement, which means we have to all go after and find her.
Oh my god.
That's kind of genius.
Okay. Anyway, so as we left off, y'all were in the barracks room again.
Yep.
The room with all the bunk beds. And now Barry is awake.
Feeling better?
Oh my god, how long was I sleeping for?
It's about half the day.
Did you guys just sit here watching me sleep, or did you...
No, we like walked around, did stuff,
Simon went to a brothel.
talked to people.
Oh.
Yes. It was
Okay.
it was a fact-finding mission.
Sure.
That's what they all say.
And were those facts you found out about yourself there, lad?
Someone I had to talk to was there, I was told, so I had to go there and find out information about the prince that we're after. Yeah, it turns
I
out.
imagine Simon is like beet red right now.
Yeah, kind of. Feathers ruffled noticeably.
Oh yeah. By the way, after the long rest, I didn't mention it last week, but the chunk of his neck that was ripped out when he did a thing, like cast a spell from the orb in combat, and like his feathers have grown back in his wings. Like he is back to himself after deteriorating a bit as he casts spells through the orb.
Okay, excellent. So that it is a recoverable thing.
Yes.
Excellent. That makes me feel a lot better. I was worried that it would just be like the damage is done. You have a limited lifespan.
I mean, you do still have a limited lifespan.
Well, I mean, more limited than natural.
All right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I conveyed to Barry the information I found out that apparently that the prince that we had that side mission from Alvaronis for, it seems like he was not quote-unquote kidnapped per se, but Mystaria, I believe, was hired by a nobleman whose identity we don't know yet to take him to Hoshikiri. So going to Hoshikiri to find him is also a thing we can do.
Shit.
So basically the choices are stay and see how this whole council thing goes, go through the portal to see if we can find your mom, or go after him.
Or go turn in the bounty you were hired for.
That is also
Which is, yes, a currently rotting
Right.
in the holding.
what I was imagining we would do would be go to Hoshikiri and get the prince and then go and turn in both objectives at once.
Yeah, but the head's rotting. We have to fix that
Well,
problem.
can we maybe look into a way to keep it preserved? Stick it
Keep
in
it
an ice
cold?
box?
Yeah.
I suppose I could.
You have an icebox?
Consider it a bit of a
Notably-
magical
notably-
icebox.
I see.
Notably, bags of holding are vacuum.
Ah. So it should be
And wouldn't
okay.
you know, I've got this bag of holding right here.
Yes.
It's the smartest thing.
Stick some
It's
ice
been
in
on my
there.
person this whole time.
Stick some ice in there and he's good.
All right. Awesome. So what is the game plan?
So who wants to do what?
I mean, if we're putting it to a vote, I'd love to see what's on the other side of that portal. Plus, it'll give them a chance to sort out their piracy woes. And the bounty's not going anywhere. Who else is going to claim it?
I mean,
I don't want to stick around to see my old friend, but the mission comes first.
I mean, you're welcome to do that. We can all be hanging out in the portal, and you can come along whenever, you know, you got your affairs in order.
how does this sound? Let's stick around for the meeting, but let's like be ready if shit goes south to just like really quick jump in the portal. If it goes,
have 1 foot in the portal.
oh, like effectively.
If I may, we could, but then we should probably make some plans for what we're going to do with the Azure Tide in the meantime. Don't exactly have the warm and fuzzies leaving our whole ship and the crew behind when the pirate council decides we're fucking wanted.
That's also true.
Not a problem. We'll send someone along. They'll tell the people in the Azure Tide to get lost, essentially. Are we going to be giving them the bounty as well then? Having them hold it for us?
What we should do is let's give the bounty to the out of character, I've forgotten his name, the man who leading our ship when we're not there. Aerodrim, that's his name. Let's give him the bounty, send him to Hoshikiri, see if he can get the prince while we're doing this other stuff, and then meet back up with them later.
Ooh, that is an idea.
See, this is the kind of thing you learn about in Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, dispatching units to do the side missions.
Demon's gonna stare awkwardly. Final.
No, I said that was out of character.
I know.
Oh my god. So are you proposing that we're, like, when we eventually find a way out of the portal, we'll just find another ship and then meet up with them?
Yes. Tell them to wait for us.
Probably convince someone to take us.
Tell them to wait for us in Hoshikiri, and then when we get out of the portal, we can find our way to Hoshikiri and link back up.
Okay, so how far is Hoshikiri?
Should we roll a check for that to know?
Give me a intelligence survival.
Okay.
It's like navigation.
Yeah. Oh, baby, first
There
roll of
you
the
go.
day.
Well done.
Let's jump up here. I really need to redo this map. Okay, I am activating a map for you guys.
Spend my D20 on knowing where the fuck our destination is.
I mean, that's good, isn't it? You're the navigator, right?
True.
So, Hoshikiri is over here.
Okay.
You, the party, are currently here.
Mm-hmm.
Note, map is potentially subject to change because I want to redo it now that I have Incarnate Pro and whatever. Anyway, nipping that tangent in the bud before it starts.
Yeah.
This is Hoshikiri, the capital of Okara, which is the country, at least on the in the southern half, at least, of the western coast of the Dragon Sea. It's probably 2 or 3 days to get there.
Okay, so let's send Aerodrim and the crew, have them carry the bounty on from Black Eye, so if something happens to us, they can at least turn it in. If we die, they can get rich off of our prize, whatever. Let's have them get there before us to Hoshikiri, see if they can find out some information. Maybe not confront him directly, because we don't know what his situation is exactly yet, but have them preemptively gather information about town, and then when we finish with the meeting and the portal, we can meet them there and be a little further ahead of the game with that objective.
Jesus, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sound like a plan?
Ithvuc, give me just a d20 roll to start. You've been sailing quite a while, probably just up and down like these coasts. There's something you may have found out?
7.
No, okay. Cool. Never mind. Yeah. Next time you guys talk.
Oh, gee, I wonder what could possibly be over there.
I'm not thinking what you're thinking I'm thinking.
What are you thinking? What I think you're thinking? I think you're thinking.
No.
I think.
All right. So.
And bonus for Kai, while our ship is on their way out, they can double check and see if our friend, the big scary monster is still about.
The dragon turtle.
Yes.
That is true. Does anyone have any way of contacting the ship if you are not able to walk there?
That would be me.
No,
Do you?
I don't.
I do.
Am I?
Which would
Mr.
be-
Oh, you do. Okay, I was thinking it was a second level spell. Cool, neat, awesome. That's good.
Okay.
That is honestly a very, very useful spell.
Message, I assume?
Sending.
Message is-
Has like a 60-foot range. Sending, you name a creature.
Ah.
Magic walkie-talkies.
As long as it's on the same plane, I think is the only. requirement.
And it could be interplanar, but there's a chance it fails.
Okay.
That was the difference, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me just double check my knowledge on that. Cool. So, who's gonna go tell the ship that they are going off on their own?
I'd like to do so.
I'll join them. I'm gonna give them 100 gold to buy any necessary supplies they might need before they leave.
Plus, I expect, this is said out of character, but I expect you're looking for a merchant in town to sell the stuff you were talking about selling?
Yeah, just some odds and ends. If anyone has anything they want sold, I'll take it.
Yeah, there's a very small chance that interplanar communication doesn't work. 5% chance.
Noted.
I never was very good at math, so I'll take those odds.
That's
Honestly,
very...
still decent odds.
That's actually good to know that interplanar can be a thing, because we don't know what we're going to find once we jump into the hall.
I mean, we already kind of know where it goes.
I just mean specifically. For all we know, our way out will require speaking to someone back on this side.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I love this
Cool.
fog effect that's on the map right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in Foundry that I have not really experimented with at all.
Mhm.
The fog effect is
Thankfully, you
one
can
of them.
see the towns through the fog, because otherwise
Oh,
I would
yeah.
not be able to see this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so who's gonna go tell your AI companions that they are going on a side mission?
It was me and Edema.
Okay, cool. Yes, right. Cool. What are you doing first? No, you also want to go to go find a merchant.
I imagine
Gonna head
the
down
shop would
there
be on the
and-
way.
Cool.
If we run into the shop, we'll do it. But if we get to the ship first, I'll take.
Okay. Awesome. So, I don't even want to make you roll anything. If you're going to the ship first, you're going to the ship first.
Yeah.
Cool. That it takes you probably 25 minutes to walk back into town, into the docks, and etc. But yeah, without any real issue, you do that. What's everyone else doing while they're doing this?
I guess we're just getting prepared for the meeting.
Sure, for the bouquet meeting, yeah. Cool.
We're setting up chairs for people.
Yeah, I'm going to actually resolve that first.
Okay.
Because you guys start walking, things can happen here. Edema and Ithvuc. I did not mean to put you in a wall. I apologize.
It's my
How
big
dare.
There we go. You guys leave. And away you go. So, everyone else wants to prepare for the meeting? Cool. Simon, you were relatively recently talking to Danny, in the front hallway here.
Once it loads.
Yeah.
Game's paused, by the way.
It is paused, you are correct. There you go.
I'm gonna have to tell you that every time, aren't I?
Yeah, I mean, it's right there in front of me, but I can still do stuff. Like, I moved your tokens out of there, even though it was paused. Anyway.
Imagine being stopped in time.
Yeah. Cool. It should pull you guys over to Dreadport.
Yeah, just taking its sweet time loading.
So you're on a loading screen. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Barry, Simon, and Kai. What are you getting up to? What
are our goals for this
I guess
upcoming meeting?
we should be asking Danny and Mystaria and whoever else is around what we should expect from this meeting. I assume they've been to previous ones.
And since we were like the guys that took down Razor Gum, like they're gonna put a replacement in there. Sometimes it falls to the ones that took him out.
Oh my gosh. Kai, do you want to be the new Pirate King?
Oh, good lord, no.
One of them.
Kai is too ugly, stubborn, and just ignorant to the ways of men that he just couldn't possibly do this job.
I would like to see it, to be honest.
Somewhere, Ithvuc is quietly fuming.
I'm assuming. Why does Ithvuc? Did I miss something? Does Ithvuc really want to be the Pirate King?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was ready to kill Mystaria for trying to take over.
Oh,
Just
okay.
take it.
So yeah, in that vein, I assume tensions are going to be pretty high. I guess, right? So I'm going to assume a position like I'm Simon's bodyguard.
Okay.
I'm just going to like be looming behind him because he's the talking guy.
That actually works really well. Out of character, I want to let you know that I took a level of fighter, and the feat I took is Commander Strike, which basically means I give up my attack so that someone else can attack again.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Having you nearby me will make that really useful.
Sounds
Notably, that can give the rogue another use of sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is where wording is important. It says once per turn, not once per round for a sneak attack.
And like that was kind of one thing I was hoping to discuss with everybody is like, what is our actual goal at this meeting of all the pirate lords? Are we just trying to like get away with our skin and carry on?
Honestly, before the fight with Razorgum, Simon would have been focused on his own mission, avenging his family and his tribe and his village. But he's done that, so Simon is not really sure what to do now. I'm kind of just gonna sit at this meeting and whatever happens, happens.
Okay.
Stuff in the treasury is ours. That's my stance.
I'll tell them you said that.
Sure.
I mean, I already have some of it. They can't take all of it.
Had already arrived.
Well, I'm sure it all wasn't cataloged.
Yeah.
I think I wrote that down somewhere.
Cool. Cool. I believe I remember who I had put where. So, where are you heading to first then, Forked Crew?
I assume the meeting will be in the Grand Hall that we did the battle in? Or do we know where specifically, if not?
That is probably a pretty safe assumption.
So I guess we'll set up, we'll move the table that's off to the side into like the center of the room so it seems like it's more the focus of the room, because good interior decor is important.
Pretty sure the anchor is still on the floor there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did we clean anything up yet?
Let's move that into the corner just as like a decorative piece.
Throw a blanket over it.
No one will notice.
They're pirates. Anchors are their
piece.
lives. It's just like a decor piece.
Great centerpiece.
Awesome.
So basically we've set up a table with chairs enough for everyone we're expecting.
Clear drawings. Yes, cool. Okay. I wish I had the ability to move the table, but that is a part of the map. Map background itself.
Understandable.
So.
Oh, before I leave, I'd have pointed out to Barry that there was a fully stocked kitchen in right next to the throne room.
Oh yeah, you could cook up the meals, some meals for people coming.
Well, decently stocked. I don't know if it was perfectly stocked. I didn't search too well.
I don't want to put any ideas in any heads, but I just had an idea that would occur to me if I was in your shoes.
I'm not evil enough to think of that.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to go that route.
I would, if I was evil.
Barry would never stoop. Like, she would never taint her art by poisoning, if that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so easy.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
Try the hors d'oeuvres.
Maybe
I mean, yeah, maybe I'll whip up like a light. I don't know. What time is it?
It's like, maybe just afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, like a light lunch.
maybe we whip up like a side platter that we keep off to the side and just like under a blanket, like just in case. In case we need to activate Operation Escape to Portal. Something to just distract them.
Instead of like a to kill you poison, what about like a paralysis poison?
Or a laxative.
That's just nasty. But go for it.
Okay. All right.
Were there?
Cool.
Wait, weren't there some plant? That room, the garden. There was something in there that was an ingredient for some sort of debilitating effect. I don't remember the specifics, but I remember we looked in there.
You guys actually gonna try
Was there really?
poisoning the council?
Yeah, there was.
Hmm.
I don't remember what the plants did though. Does anyone?
I don't remember offhand.
You're the one who picked them, so make a nature check for me, Druid.
Where's my little token?
Did another token disappear?
No, it's there in the bedroom.
Yeah.
That doesn't look good.
You know it has something to do with darkness or vision.
Sounds to me like blindness.
That's what you remember right now, and you feel like with a little more time to like really study it, you could remember more.
So while Barry is cooking, Kai can be studying these.
Yeah.
Well, Kai's gonna head back into the room where the plants are specifically.
Sure. Notably, there were some guards left out, like at the front of the main hall.
Were they concerned about that?
Outside the door here.
Well, they know we're in there preparing for the meeting, so I don't expect they're gonna give us
Yeah.
too much trouble.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah.
I was gonna say we should oops. Should be in there preparing.
Yeah. Give me one moment.
I think this door is a cracking and I can see Simon.
Yeah, honestly, like some of the wall, like I did the best I could. it's not
It's like
the
this
most intuitive.
sliver of light right here, and I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
him through it.
Yeah. What the fuck is an abyssal chicken? Nope, no tangents.
What?
No tangents.
That's what's on the menu.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
Oh.
Chicken of darkness.
It must be the cousin to the Ethiopian chicken, the fastest chicken on the earth.
Simon, as half bird, chooses to not take offense.
You can tell a turtle joke if you like.
Oh my god.
I would, but I can't think of one
Don't
fast
turtles
enough.
make a great stew?
Yes, actually.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup. I tried to think of a turtle joke, but I was too slow.
Terrible pun.
Oh, get out.
I love that.
All the way out.
I love it. The funniest bit is how it took you a second.
Because, like, it was a statement that made sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was really good.
But also. Oh.
I think I froze for a second when you said that.
I am not okay, guys.
That's a clip.
Anyway. Yeah. Cutting to the others.
Good read.
Sure. So heading down into Tisbaga proper. Edema and Ithvuc are going to talk to the crew. You actually see a couple of your crewmen kind of around town having had their night of short leave. And a couple, like, you see two, like, coming out of the bar that you spent, not the last night, but the night previous, drinking in. And as soon as they see you, they both, like, try to snap to attention, but it's messy because it seems like, well, they spent their night in a bar.
Sure, all right, boys.
He's like, well, anything we can help you with, sirs?
We're gonna need to have you guys go do something in our stead. We're gonna be here for a while.
Oh, okay. So should we return to the ship then?
Yeah.
Prepare to sail. There's business to attend to.
All right. I'll get everyone else who I know who came ashore, and we'll head back to the ship. Then I guess we'll meet you there. You'll be want to talk to you want to talk to Aerodrome, yeah?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll see you there. And they run off, seemingly kind of nervously. They are not in the most fighting fit shape, but they go about what they said they were going to do. You guys get back to your ship as well. You see Aerodrome is on the deck, tuning his well taken care of but well worn loot.
Would you like the honors there?
Huh?
Take that as a no.
Something stop for a second.
Yes. What can I help you with?
You'll be needing to take this, and then Demon's gonna hand him the bag of holding with the head in it. Stow it away below decks, make sure no one touches it. As for you all, I need you to prepare the ship to sail. You gotta go to Hoshikiri. You happen to know where that is?
Yes, of course.
Great.
Oh. Here, for any supplies we might need. Now hand him 100 gold.
Absolutely, sir. What am I doing in Hoshikiri?
We
Get
need you to
yourselves a-
look for.
Go ahead.
We need you to look for the prince. What was his name again? I keep forgetting.
Out of character, his name is Ilman.
What a horrible name.
I didn't name him.
I'm joking.
Admittedly, I didn't name him.
Ilman
I will
III.
type that here.
Yep.
His full name.
And I know for a fact that it's not the first time you've had to do so.
Nope.
That's why we're taking notes now.
There. That is his name.
Appreciate it.
All right. Do you have any idea where I'm supposed to be finding this prince?
I only know he was sent to Hoshikiri a few years ago. So after that, we have no idea.
Aye. So get yourself a lay of the island, but don't do anything too risky. We've got some business to take care of here. We'll send word ahead before we reach up with you.
Understood, sir. We'll get underway as soon as everyone has returned to the ship.
Ready. Sail safe. Don't take any unnecessary risks, please.
Of course. We will be as well behaved as we ever can be.
Doesn't exactly instill confidence, but I believe in you.
Okay. Alright, that was not supposed to be a public roll, but cool. Note that was not insight on you guys.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure, like, if he's trying to figure out, like, okay, if I'm a prince and I was sent here, what would I be doing, etc., etc., etc. Trying to think of where he might find leads.
Fair enough.
And he nods and says, "We will see you. I suppose we'll hear from you first."
Aye, that you will. Wait on their word.
Understood, sir. And he starts, shouting some orders, make ready to sail, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, he turns away from you. He goes to, like, his cabin at the front of the deck to stow his loot.
You got any business to take care of here, Ithvuc?
I just need to find the merchant and maybe buy a drink on the way down.
I'll come along then.
All right. Where are you? What kind of merchant are you looking for?
Someone who's willing to buy random odds and ends more than anything else. Maybe a blacksmith if we need that.
Give me a charisma-based investigation check.
No, that's actually going to be a plus this time.
Ow.
Yep.
Edema, do you want to help him?
I certainly do.
Do you want to roll on your own, or do you want me to do it again?
Oh, no. I want to give you the help action so you can roll again.
Oh boy.
Wow.
What the fuck?
You did great,
Wow.
son. You did great.
The exact same roll.
Well, that one was faded. Jesus.
Jesus Christ. You try asking people, but you just keep saying, like, I'm looking for a merchant, and everyone just kind of, like, gestures around vaguely.
Wow. So helpful, people.
Yeah. You do find, like, the market district, but you see most of the stalls are closed right now because it is, like, it's lunchtime. It's a small town, all that kind of stuff. You see there's a couple shops with, like, so there's market stalls that are just like, someone has a booth, so to speak. But there's also a couple, like, shops that you can go into as well. You can hear that there's like a blacksmith with at least a couple assistants hammering away at something right now. You don't. What else do you see and hear? The market does seem like unusually quiet right now. I think, like, what information I can give you to, like, maybe act on when you rolled a 5.
I'll just head towards the sounds I hear, because
Sure.
that's more or less what I'm looking for. I'm looking to sell odds and old weapons, mostly.
Okay. You walk into this blacksmith, and you see most of the wares on display. There's a few cutlasses, but most of the wares on display are, like, what's even the piece? Bits of metal that would be used in sailing, more than anything. Belaying pins, that sort of thing. You see, as you walk in, one of the assistants kind of notices you and says, "Ahoy! What can I help you with?" He sets his hammer down on the anvil he was working with, puts the piece of steel he had back in his little furnace to at least keep it warm.
Well, I got a little lost on the way here. I was looking for anyone who might be willing to buy some old weapons off me.
I mean, depending on the shape they're in, we can at least take weapons for, the material in them.
Well enough for me. I'm mostly just trying to get rid of these old things.
Yes, so, okay. He turns to one of the other apprentices and says, Could you get the scale? We'll get this fine, these gentlemen sorted. And the other one runs off and says, What do you have to sell then?
Well, one belaying pin, one of my daggers, my old short sword, which is the one you see in the art of my character, and one of the pistols because I don't need both.
The first thing he does is he picks up the belaying pin and glances at the pile that he was like putting more pins
Don't have to
into.
give me anything for that. I'm just getting rid of the whole thing.
It's identical. He's like, oh, all right. Then he kind of shrugs and like drops it on the pile, pulls out like his little register and like marks one down. And then okay.
Uh-oh. He just did me.
Yeah, I see it. It
this one of
kicked you out,
ours?
but I'm sure you will come back. The other apprentice comes back with the scale, sets it down, gets it all set up for you. And the guy you're talking to starts just like piling the weapons on there. Could someone I will look up the weight of your pistol. I would like you to total the weight of every other item you just listed.
As soon as I can open my inventory.
Super fair.
It's time for everyone's favorite part of D&D, math.
Yup. To be fair, it's math with plot.
Alright. Join the Dragon Sea. Here we go. Finally gonna actually load the map so I can see what I'm doing.
Viewers,
Maybe?
please crack open your next cold one now.
Is it saying I'm connected? Because I can't see anything.
It
Okay,
says
there we go.
you're connected. Yeah, there. It just takes a second. I always forget what section firearms are on in the book here. I'm sorry, dear viewer. I know this is not the most interesting thing to watch.
Well, at least the stream hasn't gone down again.
People can still watch. That's important. That's very important. Hey, look, I just randomly flipped to it. Neat.
Nice.
Yeah.
My short sword and the single dagger are both 2 pounds.
Each or together?
Both 2 pounds.
Short sword and a single dagger.
Yep.
2 pounds each.
Yeah, I'm keeping the regular dagger just in case I need a makeshift lockpick at some point.
Super fair. Cool. Now he picks up the pistol that you stole yesterday. Says, he kind of like does. He checks it not the way you would, but the way a smith does. He seems to have at least some experience in crafting and perhaps maintenance of firearms. He says this is actually in very good shape. I could give you, kind of thinks for a second, for the pistol here alone. How does 75 gold sound?
Works for me.
All right, even still has a mostly intact flint on it too. Wow.
I believe I only fired that one once.
So he all right. He makes a note beside where he's working, and then he puts the dagger and the short sword on the scale. Gotta flip to a different book, guys. I'm working hard for you.
We appreciate it.
All right. Where is
This time you're using the books for good instead of evil.
instead of tangents? So you have 4 total pounds of essentially steel. He says, I'm just kind of extrapolating here. All this, another 5 gold for those, so total 80 gold you got here on the table then?
Alrighty, works for me.
All right, he writes it all down. makes a note, gives it like this is on like a receipt paper, so to speak. Writes it out, signs it. I will walks over to a lockbox, pulls out a little key, opens it up, counts out. Do you want gold for that? I can get some platinum here, or like any smaller denominations, if you'd like.
I'll take some gold. It's fine.
Just okay.
Makes it easy to keep track.
Starts counting out 80 gold. He comes back over with a 1.5 pound bag for you. Like there's 80 gold. He rips off the top of the receipt, hands it to you. There's a carbon copy underneath it.
Wow, giving you a receipt, asking you what denominations you want. This sure is bureaucratic for a pirate town merchant.
If you were there, he'd say, look, the boss likes to keep good records, because when you're dealing with people who like to lie, you can only really rely on yourself, to be honest.
It's always better if you've got the receipts.
Exactly.
That's just life advice.
All right.
I accidentally deleted both my daggers, so I gotta fix that.
Yeah. Well, Edema, while Ithvuc is doing that, are you like in the shop with him?
I'd imagine so, yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So you guys are finishing that up. We're gonna cut back into the Dread Fort to the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
There, and you guys are in the throne room there. Barry's in the kitchen. Cool. You guys aren't here right now. Do you guys mind if I blind you to what's going on in the game right now? Edema and Ithvuc. Cool.
I'm always blind.
Awesome.
I mean, I could just say blind me like I have a ridiculous amount of dark vision.
Best thing, I don't have dark vision, so I can't see shit regardless.
All right. Cool. Do I give... Vision is one thing that will be the death of me in this program.
I'll just pretend I don't see it if you don't want to mess with it.
No, I have deleted you from the map.
I mean, I can still see the throne room.
Oh, wow.
One thing I want to double check on, just to be sure. So while we were studying that portal a couple of sessions ago, when I rolled that 20 with all the other information in hand, do I have the ability to activate the ritual that will open this portal? Have I gleaned that from the studying I've done?
There is, essentially, yes. It will require, typical, not exactly good ritual stuff of like, give it a bit of a prick of blood from your finger and stuff. But you have the incantation, the steps of the ritual that you would need.
Okay, so in that case, while we're preparing, I want to preemptively, I guess, get a prick of my blood and put it in like a little vial or something I would take from the kitchen, just so I don't have to do it in the heat of the action.
Actually, since you deleted my token, I can see fully in the kitchen and the throne room. I think I'm seeing through their models, their icons.
Stop
It's
looking.
weird.
All right. Cool.
I'm going to be ready to activate this thing at a moment's notice.
Itchy, what's your passive perception? Simon, what's your passive perception?
Okay. 11.
Cool. You, as you're, kind of fiddling with things, you hear a commotion outside the door that the guards are posted at. You hear Danny's voice and a very gruff male voice, who almost sounds like he's trying to bark orders.
All right, I guess I will go and see what's going on.
You see, talking to Danny, not exactly the most nice. What number was he in that large batch that I sent to you? The first image there, actually, of the 6 that I sent you last week.
Okay.
Standing with a walking stick in one hand, gesturing with the other, monocle with like a green tinted lens on one eye is an image that should be on screen right now. I will actually send it to everyone in the party now as well.
Yeah, I just put him on.
Cool. Is this individual. And he is talking to Danny, saying, so I understand that we are preparing to discuss who should take the throne, but I'm curious what has happened with Black Eye's killers. Oh, well, we haven't really done anything because we're not... Well, if they're strong enough to take him down, they're probably strong enough to take us down as well, is the thought. So that is unacceptable. He looks like he's dressed in pieces of what were military uniform. He's like, and who's this now? And he turns and looks at you, Simon.
Hail! Welcome to the Dreadfort, I suppose.
Who are you?
You can call me Simon. I suppose you'll find out eventually that I'm one of said killers of Black Eye.
I see. You see his free hand rests on the pistol at his hip. And what is your purpose in remaining here?
Hard to say. Personally speaking, my purpose has been fulfilled. I'm just kind of here to see what happens.
I would suggest you make yourself scarce, but I also want to be able to find you.
Valid. I've done what I need to do to prepare, so I can just sit up there on the second floor out of harm's way of sorts.
I'd do that.
Noted. And I give a polite but slightly curt salute of sorts. Simon has no idea how to salute this gentleman. And I guess he just flies up and hangs out on the balcony on the second floor.
Sure.
Since
I'm
I've
just
done what I
picturing
need to
you
do.
perching on the railing right now.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. Probably around this point, Ithvuc and Edema would be returning.
Would we have heard any of that conversation? We
Maybe
do
just
have
like
rather high perceptions.
The tail end of it. Like, more or less, this guy telling Simon to kind of make himself scarce, but don't go too far.
Telling Simon to get fucked.
More or less.
I'm gonna make myself look like a rather old regular human then.
Sure.
Okay.
You cast a spell.
Pretty much trying to make myself seem like a older hand to see this now, just kind of
You
retired.
Open the door and you see these two. Let's see. They are two guys, big, buff, with leather armor, and more than a few weapons on them. They seem to be attending to this guy. And one turns and is like, "What do you want?"
I just look over at Edema.
Well, thanks. We actually had heard that there is quite a bit of dark magic in this fort, you see, and I am a cleric of Thassa. This here is my acolyte, and we're looking to perform some cleansing rites.
Oh my god.
I can't believe
Give
you're trying
me
to door
a
sales.
deception check.
Fix the vibes.
I kind of just do a sort of praying motion and give him help with that.
This has like door-to-door salesman energy.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Can I take that help, or am I just?
Oh, absolutely, you can. The disguise itself gives. Ooh. All right. He's not exactly the wisest.
I don't think it'll be too hard to fool Bert and Dirt over here.
Bert and Ernie are their names. He looks at you, looks at his buddy, just kind of shrugs and say, "Make it quick." Yeah, you get
Of
past
course,
him.
you'll hardly know we're here, and we're gonna head inside.
Fuck it, it's not my fort.
More or less. All right.
That being said, can I take the long way around to the portal as opposed to going straight through the center?
When you say the long way around, do you mean this way? That's not the button I wanted to use. Do you mean
Take the scenic route.
this way or this way?
That way.
So you want to go like
West.
around clockwise?
Counterclockwise?
West.
I'm trying to go from the
Are you heading west or east?
west.
God
This
damn
way
it.
or this way?
Yes, the first one. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going that way.
Okay. So Ithvuc seems to be going around the opposite direction.
Yeah, y'all just split up.
Yeah.
Well, we
It's
need
okay, we're
maximum
just searching
coverage
for
to
it.
perform the ritual.
I was gonna say.
True. Valid.
No, this is genius.
Okay. Sure. Barry, what are you up to in the kitchen?
Oh, you know, making sandwiches and like little like finger foods, you know, little sausage rolls,
Awesome.
some salads.
Sounds awesome.
Some poison. No
You
big deal.
notice that there's not a ton of like leafy greens.
No salad.
Less salad.
Lots of seafood.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's
Shrimp
some,
ring.
like dried vegetables. But you feel like that's more specifically for sustenance rather than for fine dining.
Sure.
It's the garnish.
I do my
Yeah.
best.
Yeah. Give me give me a cook's utensils check. I imagine that would be an intelligence-based check, probably. Intelligence or wisdom, your choice.
I can't. I apparently can't open the door. Oh, it opened. Never mind. We're good.
It's
It's open
okay,
there?
I got it.
Okay. I was clicking it for like a full minute there. It wouldn't open.
Would I get intelligence? Would I get proficiency with that?
You are proficient in cook's tools, right?
It's your whole
Yes.
deal.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Now. Okay.
Oh, did you roll it privately?
Well,
She has rolled several.
Oh, I didn't. Oh,
That's because it's not showing up on my screen. I don't know
it
what's
just
happening.
happened. Oh, okay. One of
Oh
those
my
was a one.
Yeah, the first one I saw
Oh,
was
God.
a 1.
Oh no!
So you rolled 5d20. You rolled a 1, an 11, a 2, a 14, and a 15.
How
Wow.
did I manage that?
Technology is great when it works, folks. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, guys, it tastes awful. It's real bad.
You did the best you could with what you got.
That's true. Hey, they didn't give me a lot to work with.
Exactly. It's their fault. But
Just a lot of raw fish.
Yeah. Sushi. You're near Hoshikiri. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I don't think the Dreadfort's expected to be 5 stars.
Correct. All right. So, what you doing there, Ithvuc? Actually, Kai, you just hanging out in the room here?
He's been studying the
I was
plants.
checking out those plants.
Give me a nature check with advantage. You have time to do this now. I would even say, if you want, you can just take 10. It takes 10 minutes. But you roll a 10, so to speak.
Well, I'd like to go with the advantage.
Sure.
Let's
there you
literally
go.
roll the dice.
No. I
There
have
we
a name
go.
for this. These are, and I'm going to type this in publicly. Noctis flowers. In the darkness of, the dimness of that room, because it is an interior, it's not even a courtyard. It's covered. Almost like
It is not
cellar.
a light-seeking plant.
No, it actually glows faintly on its own. It's a little bit naturally bioluminescent. You having trouble with the door as well there?
No.
Don't mind me.
All right. These are Noctis flowers. They glow faintly in the dark, and they can be made into a poison that interferes with a creature's dark vision. A creature has to succeed on a Constitution saving throw from this poison, or they lose their dark vision for an hour.
Gotcha.
So that's something that would be useful in a situation where we kill the lights.
And we all have some form of dark vision or whatnot. Yes.
I do. I don't know about everyone else.
I do not.
Also, neither do I.
Your clerics do not. Terrible.
Well, I mean, as long as we all don't suddenly lose our sense of direction, I'm sure we can figure out which way is the door to the portal.
The Dortle?
See, now that's one even I wouldn't have made.
Now you know how the rest of us feel sometimes, Itchy.
I respect it.
Get through the Dortle.
At that moment, you guys see what looks like a really old priest just opens the door and looks into you all.
Oh yeah, you're just still disguised.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't dropped it.
Oh shit, is,
Edema, found him.
is this another one of the Pirate Kings?
What?
Lords.
Oh, and I dropped the spell.
Oh, okay.
Did you forget it was up?
Maybe.
And so Kai coming back out into the room is completely oblivious to any conversation.
Anything going on up here
with
yeah.
anybody anywhere.
Yeah, so I share the news with Kai and the others that are now entering the room that one of the lords is here and he's not happy.
I think I'm gonna stay in this room then.
Oh, it's
So what
time
do you
for me to
think?
leave? Absolutely. I will exit stage right.
I come out carrying shrimp rings. So how's it going?
You might want to get everything ready and then stay in the kitchen for a little bit. One of the lords is here and since he was gonna figure out, or at least we were gonna tell him eventually, I let him know that I was one of the people who got rid of Black Eye, and he did not take it kindly. So we should be as
Oh boy.
unpresent as we can, considering.
Really gonna kill more pirate leadership here? Is this how this is gonna go?
I don't know if taking them on all at once while they're here is the best plan, considering we struggled to do one of them. And
I concur.
Simon gestures to the anchor on the floor. Our ace in the hole has been spent.
I don't know. She's standing right there. She seems fine.
Poison
What-
food. Poison food.
That is an option that we can explore.
I say
Actually,
we head down this portal at this point. We've been had.
Oh, yeah, that was the plan, if I recall correctly.
Well, the idea at first was to see what happens with the meeting, and then if things go bad, jump in. But, I mean, this is just one of
Well,
several.
Being told not to be present but stay close doesn't usually end well.
I mean,
And technically,
That's so
we are
weird.
close. The portal's only right here.
we could
And
probably
we're being close right now, technically.
we could just stay in the portal room and listen in and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then hop in the portal.
I put the fish on the table and then go to the portal room.
Hell yeah, portal party.
Sure. The gang's all here. Awesome. And the door gets closed behind you, I imagine?
Once the movement actually resolves.
Yeah.
I'd leave that cracked a little so we can see if anyone's coming in.
Yeah, we'll leave it cracked a little.
So has anybody got like any sort of clairvoyance or like sneak and peek spells?
I mean, I can turn into other people.
I do have detect thoughts.
Because I can like miniaturize myself into some sort of like tiny little insect or something and like pop into the room.
I could disguise myself as just one of the guards around and just stand in the room like I'm supposed to be there.
You're gonna become
That's
the lost three then, brother.
Yeah, just turn back into Fiven.
Okay, and escape plan on that plan?
I have Misty Step.
Gestures
Alright.
vaguely at the hole.
Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. Let's do it.
Alright. So, I guess I will disguise self to look like one of the random guards that have been around and just post myself in a
Sure.
corner. Over here.
Cool. Cool. Just make me a quick, like, deception check with advantage.
Okay. Ugh.
How often does that happen?
Not great.
Okay. Sure.
Is there any
Now,
way we
now
can
that check is, like... Actually, what's your spell save DC? Because you're using a spell to do it.
14.
Cool. We'll operate on that number.
Okay.
You see Danny walk in, and the individual you were talking to earlier,
Mhm.
and a new person. That person, I believe, is the second image. Yes.
Okay.
I can't close the door.
Okay, they are on screen.
Yes.
I'm gonna be
they are
right here, peering through the crack as well, trying to see what I can.
Yes. Give me a stealth check with that, with advantage, because you're keeping the door pretty closed and not moving it much. Freaking rogues, man. You see, this group of three.
I mean, to be fair, I rolled less than 10 for that. It's just I have so many
Yeah.
bonuses.
Yeah. Rogues, man. The new person is saying, "Now, Barnabas, I know you and Black Eye were good friends, and you're all about laws and such despite being a pirate. But how do we know that these people have not done us a favor? Well, the thing is, this will create anarchy within our ranks if we let this happen. What's to stop someone from killing one of us as well?" and they seem to be bantering back and forth. You do get the general impression that the newcomer, they're almost toying with the older gentleman. And they kind of babble back and forth. Eventually, Mystaria arrives as well. Actually, he's going to walk in up here. She'll be over here. A couple times, Danny kind of gives you a look, Simon, but she doesn't say anything. This person, Danny or Mystaria, arrives with another new individual who is. Let me check again. The third image, Itchy.
Okay.
Lots of new characters.
Yeah.
Mystaria still doesn't seem to be in the best of shape, but she definitely looks stronger than she appeared yesterday with that wound on her side. Remind me. I know you had moved the mirror. Where is it now? Where did you leave it? What have you done with it? To the party.
Did we move it out of the portal room after we used it?
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't remember that we moved it at all, but I could be wrong. My memory is not the best.
We brought it in the portal room when you did your Arcana check.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I think we left it there.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Danny looks at everyone here. So the mirror is still in the portal room. Okay.
Mhm.
Danny kind of looks at everyone who's in this room and says, so yes, this is where Black Eye was killed. You can see someone has moved the anchor. That was right in the center here. It had been a light fixture. I'm sure it made quite the noise. But this is where it happened. That bloodstain right near you, Barnabas, that was Antoine, who had arrived with the crew that killed Black Eye. Yes, of course, we'll have to clean all of that up as someone has already tried to. But yeah, it's a bit of a mess right now, and we're trying to figure out what to do. That's why we're all here. Thank you for coming so quickly, Dormu. I know it's the seas to the west can be a little rough. The newcomer in the armor says it was no trouble. This is something that needs to be done. It is part of our responsibilities here. And they seem to be kind of just talking shop a little bit. Barnabas here just seems a little bit pissed off. And every once in a while, this individual also, kind of gets a jab in at him as well. Yeah. Is the party doing anything in particular in the room? Whoever is still in the room there.
I'm pretty much just standing, not trying to move or draw attention to myself, just being on
I'm still
guard.
just quietly watching. I'll be ready to warn everyone and jump out of the way if someone starts making their way here, though.
After probably... How long does Disguise Self last?
Let me check. Duration 1 hour.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. This person walks over to the table and takes a piece of shrimp. It's like... Looks at it after taking a bite and says, this... I have had better.
Come
is it
on.
a new chef here, or... And the conversation kind of goes to more just like almost small talk. and they kind of gather around the table a little bit.
I'm gonna whisper, it's okay, they didn't mean it.
Mystaria as well says that Philomena, Geronimus, and Gondrick have said that they'll be here as soon as they possibly can. I can't imagine it will take them much longer. I'm told the winds are favorable for returning as well. And as she says that, another woman shows up. Number 5, Itchy.
Mm-hmm.
Philomena has arrived. She walks in, takes a seat over here. Yeah. What is being done here? Who are we choosing? My sons and I are quite busy. And they talk, everyone fills her in on what's going on. Yeah. Is any of the party going to do anything to, like... Is there anything specific you're listening for with this discussion?
Who's gonna be put in charge? Whether or not they actually plan on actually trying to hunt us?
Yeah, those are pretty much the two major hinges on this conversation.
Yes. Okay. The general gist you get from watching and listening is that this guy is like, we need to punish them. He is not happy at this sort of disruption and all of you just having been let
This is only cracked. I didn't know.
let free. Yeah, it's all good. Discussion as they discuss who should take leadership. In general, everyone seems to kind of vote for themselves, except for this individual who is referred to as Dormu, who seems to be leaning towards. He generally agrees with things that Mystaria or Argus say. Yeah. Eventually, Danny says, I don't know why we're getting into such debate about this now. There's still 2 of our number not here yet. We should adjourn until they arrive. And they all sort of give their agreement to that and filter out of the room. Before everyone leaves, Barnabas says that he will be leaving his men to watch this room now. This is not something that I'm going to discuss. They will be staying here. Everyone kind of says, all right, fine. And then they filter out of the room.
Well, shit, we might have just lost access to the main room.
Alright, so I guess I go back into the other room with the others before the other guards come in.
All right.
Turn off my disguise self once I'm in the room and the door's closed. And relay to them everything that we saw and heard. So yeah, sounds like the old gentleman is not happy and is posting his own guards in here, so this room is going to quickly become inaccessible to us. So I don't know if we want to stick around for any further discussions or ongoings here, but it sounds like our freedom to move around is going to be restricted, so maybe we just want to jump in the hole.
Out of character, was Mystaria and the other lady pro hunting us down or against that whole thing?
They seemed somewhere between disinterested to ambivalent. As in, they don't really care to, but if that was the decision made, that's the decision made.
Which they haven't made yet.
Yes. The only particularly strong proponent of taking action against you guys was the individual in uniform.
So, thoughts? What do we want to do?
Well, what are his influences on that council? With yet 2 more to arrive, we don't know their position yet either. Maybe it's time we make our TripAdvisor review for this place and hop in the portal.
Wow.
Our only options are risk getting into trouble by staying to gather more intel, or get it moving while we have the chance.
And who can say no to a new climbing place? You gotta admit you're a little interested to see what's on the other side.
I am.
I am, but I'm also interested in seeing my old friend again.
Old friends, new friends.
It
have some fun with some
sounds
new
like
friends.
the party needs to take a vote.
Aye, aye, Captain. Alright, what's everybody thinking? Let's go.
All for leaving?
I mean, my objectives have been done, so I'm good with jumping in the hole if that's what we want to do.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Alright, that's 4 for leaving, then we're going.
Okay. Could I get an Arcana check with advantage, Itchy, as you go through everything that you need to perform the ritual?
Please don't fuck this up.
Is there any way we can help him? Oh, he's got advantage?
That's not
Perfect.
bad.
He's got a 19, he's good.
Yeah. All right. You drop the couple of drops of blood that you took from your finger on some of the sigils around the circle. You chant you kind of like read the arcane sigils, as it were, in... What languages do you speak? Because it wouldn't be a language you specifically know. What language does everyone speak? Because someone might know the actual
I've got
language of
Common
the
and
words.
Elvish.
Okay. Does anyone
Draconic, Vidalcan, Goblin, Thieves' Camp.
speak? Okay. Does
Common
anyone...
primordial.
Does anyone speak Infernal?
No.
No.
Good lord, this is a respectable establishment, sir.
How about Aquan, like underworld, undersea? Close enough, right?
Under the sea.
Unfortunately, no.
That look you just
Sure,
gave.
Infernal is Underworld, sure.
All right. Cool. You perform the ritual. It goes off without a hitch, and with a sound like rushing wind, without any wind actually moving here. There's a swirl of purple energy, and then where previously there was the bottom of this hole, you see what looks like a well-appointed receiving room.
Simon is curious, surprised. Not what I
I
expected
down the rest
from a
of
realm
my
of
drinks that we
darkness.
bought on the way back, and I jump in.
All right.
Into the hole.
Simon motions for Barry to go. This is her quest. After you.
She just said into the hole.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the hole.
All right. Yeah, you feel it's a strange sensation going through a portal like this, because one second you're falling, and then it feels like there is nothing around you, and then you appear again in this well-appointed receiving room. It's not particularly large, but there's a two very plush couches. There's a little table on one end under a large window that looks out into a very shadowy world. and you have found yourselves in the Shadowfell, and that is where we are going to end today's session.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh man.
We progressed, guys.
We did it.
All right, good. Thank you everyone for watching Scourge of the Dragon Sea.
We pronged.
Yeah.
Okay, now that we're done, I think we all have a very important question to ask you, Montu. What's an abyssal chicken?
That is a very good question.
That's gonna be our next boss fight.
It's
Like
putting
the
too much of a
best
fight if I
takeaway from the
fight.
entire thing.
Abyssal chicken. Where did it go? It's right there. An abyssal chicken is a tiny fiend demon. It's only challenge rating 1/4, so like it's not much of a boss fight, but it's straight up a demon chicken.
Of course.
That's it.
It's exactly what it says on the tin.
So since it's like a CR 1/4, can I wild shape into it?
And the question is,
It's
can
a
why?
demon, not a beast.
Demon beast, close enough, right?
You're gonna play a
I mean,
game
you're
of.
not wrong, but they're a little smarter, I think.
You're gonna play a game of Abyssal Chicken with the Abyssal Chicken.
Why not?
Oh god. All right. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of Scourge of the Dragon Sea. If you're watching on Twitch live with us, like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Liking and following, whatever. YouTube, similar song and dance.
Just like it, like internally. Not that's not a button thing. Just
appreciate us, okay? Yeah. Thank you for watching, everyone on YouTube. You know, click the things that make the dings, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Itchy, do your pass off, all that.
All right. Well, thank you
And
to
I hope
anyone.
everyone has a good night.
Yeah. Thanks to anyone who tuned in. I'm gonna raid us over to my buddy from StreamOn, the B Key, who is currently playing Subnautica Below Zero,
Ooh.
which is also a game about going into a different realm. Kind of.
If the deep sea is a different realm, which it should be.
Different physics. Close enough.
Yeah.
So you agree they should be able to speak Infernal?
No.
Nice callback.
Well, at least